Hi everyone, Sonia from LC&D, and today I'm going to show you how to make our Riley card wallet. This is a great little project if you need a quick present for somebody. Just uses up a few pieces of synthetic leather or vinyl scraps that you may have. Really nice, simple present. So let's get started. So you need your pieces of synthetic leather or vinyl, whatever you're using. You need one of the large pieces cut, and two of the angled pieces, and making sure that both are cut the same. So you don't want to cut a mirrored image of these ones. You will also need your piece of elastic, some clips of some sort to hold in place, a washable marker, a ruler of some sort, and your thread. I'm using just regular polyester thread for this one because it was the best color match, but I often use a top stitch or extra strong thread when I'm sewing with vinyl. It's just that little bit thicker. So now you need to mark your elastic and your pieces of vinyl. So we'll do the elastic first. You just need to measure 1 centimeter in from each end and place a little mark there, and same on this side. So this is where you know where to tuck your elastic under. Then you're going to take one of your pieces of angled vinyl and mark 1.5 centimeters from the square end. I just put a little mark on the edge, so it's barely visible, so it's easy to wipe off later. So see, just a little mark there, and same on that side, just so I know where to line it up. So now we're going to start clipping things together. So take your long piece, fold it right side down, and take one angled piece and lay it on the top corner. And this one we're just going to clip in place. Like so. And the second one, place down the bottom and take your elastic and place it on the bottom left hand corner, and tuck your piece of elastic under, lining it up with the marking you placed. So you can see you want the elastic above the marking, so you'll have 1.5 centimeters left down here, and lining up that line you placed on the elastic. And you're going to just clip that into place like so, and then pop another couple of clips around to hold it all in place. So you end up with something looking like this. So you've just got your piece of elastic dangling there. So now you're going to stitch around the edge of the whole wallet. You're going to start the stitching at this marking you placed on the opposite side to the elastic. And you're going to stitch around this way, so straight down across the short edge, across the long edge here, and all the way around till you get back here. And then as you get almost to the marking, you're going to stop stitching with your needle down. So I actually stop back about here, and you're going to tuck this piece of elastic in, lining up your marking, and then continue your stitching and just stretch the elastic a little to get your presser foot under, and finish your stitching underneath this elastic here. Okay, so now ready to sew. So have your machine set up to sew vinyl or faux leather, or leather if you're using that. I am lucky I have a vinyl setting on my machine. If not, have a play around and work out what works best for you. I set my stitch length to 3.5 and I set my machine to finish with the needle down, just so that if I need to stop and adjust, I don't pull the fabric as I'm sewing. And I also have quite a high presser foot tension to hold everything in place. So as I said, we're going to start at this marking over here. So you're going to pop that under the presser foot, and you're using a 1/4 inch or 3 millimeter seam allowance, and off we go. Turn this corner and stitch across the short edge. Just be careful when you turn with your elastic. I've taken my clip off just to make it nice and easy. Just make sure your elastic and your marking all line up again before you start sewing. And I hand crank as I get close to the corners just to make sure I get them exactly lined up at the 1/8 of an inch. So now I'm almost back round to the other edge, and I'm going to tuck in my piece of elastic. This is the tricky part, to get this in and staying in place while you stitch. So I'm going to tuck it in. I find using a pair of tweezers really helps, or an awl, something like that. So you want to get that in place and lined up. And I find it easier to pop a little clip on the end here, just overlapping onto your elastic a little, just to hold the elastic in place, and then continue stitching, holding the elastic, looping it over and holding it out the way, and just go really slowly. You can even hand crank along here if you want to go nice and slow. And then once your needle is in the elastic, you can take the clip off, and now I'm just going to hand crank these last couple just so I can make sure the elastic is held in place. But of course, if you're really confident with sewing these sorts of things, you probably don't need to do the hand cranking. And we are done. And so all done. If you like to finish your vinyl with leather paint or edge coat or anything like that, go ahead and do that now, but otherwise you are finished. And to close it up, you just tuck your elastic through. And it's a great little wallet. This one is going to be for my husband, nice neutral colour. You can also get nice coloured elastic to make it look a little prettier, but it's perfect for throwing a couple of cards in and some cash or whatever you like, especially if you're just ducking out for a short time and don't need your entire wallet. But a great little project, and as you can see, really quick and easy.